everybody! Alright, I'm gonna do a channeled video. I don't know what the subject or message will be. I'm just gonna relax and then we'll see what Spirit has to share with us today. So I'm just getting pulled in. There's kind of a sleepiness to the experience. It feels like there's just an absence of really knowing where I am or what I'm doing or why. There's an experience of having like a spear or something sharp going into my head right here. But I am not focused on it, that it isn't creating pain or anything. I can feel it there, but it's not creating pain. It's just distracting, but it's not really my focus. I'm just trying to figure out, where am I? There are feelings of confusion, wondering, where am I? Who am I? Why am I? What is this? Where am I going? Where am I going in my life? Feeling like there is an absence of direction. Feeling like there is a nothingness all around, and that is all there is to discover, nothing. I am sitting alone and I am crying. It's dark everywhere. Tears are crying into my hands. But I'm patient. I acknowledge that sometimes in life there are moments where you need to cry. You need to have emotions. You need to feel upset about things. It's the only way to truly know what you love or don't love. To really feel how you feel about some thing, some matter, some experience, some memory that you've had that hasn't really left your heart. You have emotions so that you can understand what it means to you, what the memory, what the experience, what you see, what you feel, what does it mean to you? Sometimes it means sadness and grief. Sometimes it means so much sadness and so much grief that you feel completely cut off, and even choosing to cut yourself off as well, in order to find understanding through the mechanism of grief itself. I ask them, what truly can you understand when you are in grief? All you will ever understand is grief. They ask me, how long does grief last? They show me, for some people, it can last all the rest of the years of their life. For some people, it could last a few weeks. For some people, it lasts a few days. Sometimes it only lasts a few hours. You choose how long you want to experience grief, and then you choose to enter into a new experience. You have to choose, they say. You have to choose. They show me how sometimes a family member or a friend passes away, and some people will remember the very date that it happened, and every year that goes by, they feel the same grief over and over and over and over again for years and years and years and years, for the rest of their life. Other people accept that it is time for a family member or a friend to move on to new experiences. And so in that acceptance, they allow themselves, their soul, their human reflection, what is them, allow themselves to know it's okay to let go. Know it's okay for people to move on in life itself. They show me some people too, this struggle with letting go. Sometimes it's not finding a means to let go of a loved one who has passed away. Sometimes it is hard to let go of someone you love who is choosing to separate from a relationship. And that can be very hard and create a great deal of grief or trauma, because now you have to learn how to live your life without this one person. They show grief and despair isn't just a reflection of an experience of letting go of people. It can be finding a means to accept a tragic event in your life, therefore letting go of the emotions that create the misery of that experience. How does a woman find a means to accept after she has been raped? How does one find a means to let go or accept where another cannot? They ask me, what is the answer to this question? How come one can accept and one cannot? They show me this person in grief, cut off. This person is sort of coming to their senses. They're standing up now. They're taking a deep breath. They are asked to choose to remember times when they were happy. It's really intense because I can feel the extreme grief. And then that small voice that we all recognize and sometimes choose to not listen to, but it creates ripples of love in between the grief to try to prompt you to remember happiness again. It's important to think too about happiness, to spend hours, days, weeks, months, years thinking deeply about happiness, choosing to surround yourself and submerge yourself within the energy that influences us to smile. The more you choose to submerge yourself in the energy of joy, the easier it is to heal and to let go, to accept, to move on to new experiences. Because life can be joyful too. Only the one can choose when they will be happy again. It's what they say. It's really intense. It's intense because I can feel that sorrow and grief. I recognize that feeling too. But I also recognize the importance of love and joy. And when you blend that sound of love, you intermix it with the sound of real deep sorrow. There's something that happens when those two collide. Is it happiness that instantly takes place? Is it tears of emotion because you know that happiness is real sometimes? It's important to continue to focus on allowing happiness and joy and love to enter into the psyche, enter into the heart, enter into the emotions. Speak through your voice, speak through your actions, speak through your body. It's healthy for you and it's healthy for all of those around you. But they say again that moments of grief are important too, because they help us define how we feel about our experiences. It helps us to know what our stance is, our perspective. That grief is important too. It helps us to feel the difference between times of joy and times of challenge. They're indicating, again, it is important for the soul to have times where it does experience new versions of understanding through the experience of grief itself. That too is a part of learning. That's all they want to say for this video. They're really quick about it at the end. They closed a door and then I instantly got pulled back and out of the experience. So now I just feel like myself again. All right. Well, there we go. That's our spiritual message for today. Kind of intense. I really want some jollier messages. The last two and then this one have been really intense and really deep. Alright, well thank you for watching my video. If you're interested in experiencing psychic wisdom or spiritual healing with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.